evening, and it is time for Tanager basketball. I'm Michael Schumacher. Jake Logue will be coming here shortly as we get ready to bring you junior varsity action of the Tanagers versus the Canton Seahawks. This is going to be a great matchup as Canton had an 11-10 record last year in varsity. Vermilion obviously had the 4 losses and the state championship. But this will be the JV match is what we have coming up here first. And so that is what we're going to bring you. And obviously they don't do starting lineups and stuff like that. So we're just kind of getting started here. As the basketball season is getting underway here in Vermilion. Should be a fun season. We're looking forward to it. As I do not have a Canton Seahawks JV. And so we will just kind of be playing it by ear here, but you can see the clock in the corner. We will let them run that. And so Vermilion, with 10 seconds in, will inbound the ball. And that is stolen by Canton, up and in for a quick 2 to make it 2-0 here, 15 seconds into the match. Lexi Hansen gets it in, and that is going to be off of Canton, so out of bounds with 6:38 to go here in the first quarter. Well, as we mentioned last year, Vermilion had that storied run through the state tournament, behind into the second half in every game, but managed to come through in the end with victories and coming away with that first state tournament. So, and last year was the first year that both Tanager teams made it to the state tournament at the same time. Boys finished 8th. They, ended up coming up with some illness on the way there, and so did not go well. But that is the problem with the one weekend tournament. They can't count on the timing, but they give it a valiant effort, and they're going to have a lot of returning talent coming back this year. So we'll talk boys as well. If you want to get to know your Tanager girls team on Vermilion streaming on YouTube, we have up a Meet the Tanagers, interviews with the varsity, the 7 primary varsity rotation, and Coach Brooks. And they also do a bit of an interview, introduce themselves. So I think it's about a 20-minute piece. So if you're interested, definitely go over there and take a look at that. That is Meet the Tanagers, just went up this afternoon. And so we would love for you to take a look at that if you'd like. Well, another pass from Hansen. That is taken away by Canton, and that is picked up by Canton. Here's the drive. They are going to call a carry. And so, yes, the Meet the 2024 Tanager girls basketball team presented by Central Farmers Cooperative. Central Farmers Cooperative, the sponsor of the Meet the Tanagers and the starting lineups this season. Vermilion gets it down the left-hand side. They get it down low on the block, and that is blocked but fouled. Fouled on the shot was Callie Schultz, 6'1" sophomore center for this Tanager team. So right now we're 5:33, a minute and a half in. It's 2-0 in favor of Canton off that quick steal 15 seconds in. But otherwise no scoring. Here's the first free throw by Schultz. That is up and just off to the right. So still 2-0 here in the first quarter. Again, the first game of the season, first JV action. And that one is short off the front of the rim, but Hansen tracks it down at the three-point line. They kick it out, and here's a three-point attempt. No good by Delaney Schmidt. Rebound to Canton. They push it up down the right-hand side, and that is stolen away by Lexi Hansen down on the block. Nice job by Lexi. Gets it ahead to Sydney Johnson. They're going to call a foul on number 3 for Canton. Again, our programs did not provide a Canton JV team list roster, so here we go. 2 minutes in. Now it's still 2-0. Smith over to Hansen. Hansen thought about shooting it. Dribbles down, drives, kicks it back out to Sydney Johnson. Johnson over to Smith. Smith gets it down to Schultz. Schultz turns around, and that is blocked. Canton again pushes it up on the right-hand side. Scoops up, and no good. Schultz with the rebound. Gets it over to Sydney Johnson. Johnson behind the back dribble. Nice. Trying to get it across half court, but loses control of it. Canton takes it. And that will be another 2. Makes it 4-0 here with 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, another steal. Boy, that is about the 5th steal, I think, for Canton on the night. Oh, but the layup is missed, but rebound to Canton. Up and in. High off the glass there for Canton. Chad Peterson joining us here. Chad, how you doing?
Good.
Good, all right. There's a long three-point attempt by Canton off the back iron. Rebounded by Vermillion. Taken down by Sheelan Hinseth. Another steal by Canton, but that one is out of bounds. Definitely looks like the first game of the season out there. A lot of nerves, a lot of frenetic energy going on. And so that is going to be a full timeout taken by Vermillion. So we'll take a timeout as well. Our timeout's brought to you by Murph's Appliance. Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion, serving their customers in Vermillion and the local area for years.
Hi, I'm Farron Pratt, president of First Dakota National Bank in Vermillion. It's just about game time, so grab some snacks, find your seat, and get ready to cheer on the Tanagers to a victory along with First Dakota. And after the game, when you've had a chance to catch your breath, come on down to First Dakota National Bank and chat with us about how we can win your business too. We've got a pretty impressive team, if I do say so myself. But for now, it's game time. Let's go Tanagers!
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
All right, inbound to Vermillion off the timeout. Here's Johnson, over to Smith. Smith out to Hansen. Hansen at the top of the key, over to Johnson. Johnson from the right-hand side for 3. Ooh, just off the back iron. Smith saves it from going out of bounds, but then steps out of bounds herself. So with 3:21 to go, it is 6-0 in favor of Canton. Smith takes a 3, and that is, oh, nope, they called her on the line. 6-2 in favor of Canton. Again, our scoreboard sponsored by Masaba Mining in Vermillion. For more than 60 years, Masaba has been a trusted leader in American-made conveying, crushing, screening, and washing equipment. Foul on Vermillion. Canton will inbound the ball. Canton gets it out to the top of the key. Over to the right-hand side. Dribbles down to the block. Probably could have called a travel, but in JV they tend not to unless it's really egregious. Here's a rebound by Lexi Hansen. And Johnson loses control, but she is fouled on it by number 13. So coming in now for Vermillion will be number 4, Izzy Richardson. Now, Izzy's a freshman. She got time on varsity last year. She didn't really see much court time, but she got time up with varsity. So we'll see what she's bringing to the court. She comes in for Sydney Johnson. Johnson is a junior, and I expect her to actually see a little bit of time this season on varsity. I think Coach Brooks talks about going with a 7-person rotation, maybe 8. 3-point attempt out there for Richardson, no good, but rebound by Smith. And taken away by Canton. 6-2, 2:23 to go here in the first quarter. And make that 8-2. There's a steal by Sheelan Hinseth. And Callie Schultz loses control of it. Canton comes up, 2 minutes to go, 8-2 here in the first quarter. Canton brings it around to the top of the key. Kind of tossed up there, but blocked by Vermilion. Delaney Smith gets the rebound, dribbles with the left hand down the left-hand side. And another steal. I think that's about 7 or 8 this quarter for Canton. It's probably something the coaching staff is going to want to address between quarters. Whoa, some nice spin moves there by Canton. And there was a foul. That's going to be called on Shaylin Hinseth, the 5'10 freshman guard. First free throw is up and good. Makes it 9-2. Sydney Johnson comes back in. Delaney Smith leaves. So on the court right now for Vermilion, it's Hinseth, Richardson, Hansen, Schultz, and Johnson. Second free throw is up, and that will roll in. Makes it 10-2. Here comes a sub for Canton with 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. Hansen gets it back to Hinseth, and that ball is stolen by Canton. Up and fouled is Canton. I think that foul is going to be on Hinseth again. Nope, Hansen. No, I was wrong again. Schultz. So Hinseth and Richardson coming over, getting some instructions. And the first free throw is up, so currently 11-2 with 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. Again, our scoreboard is brought to you by Masaba. Our corporate sponsor of our broadcast this year is First Dakota National Bank, serving their customers for over 150 years. Second free throw up and good. They are 4 for 4 from the line, making it 12-2 in favor of Canton with the 1:23 to go. Another turnover. Now, this JV team is mainly freshmen. Sophomore Callie Schultz and 2 juniors in Delaney Smith and Sydney Johnson, but otherwise all freshmen. So here's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Timeout's brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on 5-star streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermilion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermilion, South Dakota.
Less than a minute to go. That pass by Hansen is too long, and that will be out of bounds. 51.5 seconds to go. 12-2 here in the first quarter in favor of Canton. Again, we will be followed by varsity action as the Tanagers begin their title defense. We'll also be on ESPN Radio at that time. So Canton gets the ball down in the lower corner, drives in, and there's a steal by Hinseth. Over to Richardson. And another steal for Canton, and that will be a foul on Richardson. So Canton bring the ball up. 14 seconds to go. 12-2. They get it down into the block, and that will be out of bounds off of Vermilion. So Canton will inbound with 9.7 seconds to go. They get it out to the right-hand side, up to the top of the key. Long shot from three from the right-hand side, no good. Rebound to Canton, up and good as the buzzer will sound, making it 14-2 at the end of quarter number one. So at the end of quarter number one, Canton leads Vermilion 14-2. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermilion Tanagers, the community of Vermilion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermilion.
Are you ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermilion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women, names like Ariat and Carhartt for men, boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball as we hit the second quarter. Vermilion trails 14-2. That's a jump ball that will go to Canton. Again, the story of the first quarter was just turnovers, whether it's tenacious defense by Canton, maybe some first game jitters by the JV team for Vermilion. Again, a lot of freshmen, so a lot of youth out there. Here's a long three-point attempt from the left-hand side for Canton, and that is long, but rebound to Canton. Johnson tries to get a steal there. Unsuccessful. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Long three-point attempt from the right-hand side. That is good. That makes it 17-2 here in the second quarter with 6:19 to go in the second quarter. Here's Shaylin Hinseth. Gets it into Lexi Hansen. Down to Callie Schultz on the block. Up and no good. Just leaves it short. Hinseth with the rebound and the putback makes it 17-4. Nice job by Hinseth to get in there. Canton brings the ball up down the left-hand side. Long three-point attempt from the left, and that drops in. Wow. 20-4. Then there's a steal off the inbounds pass. 22-4. Here's Lexi Hansen. Cuts through the defense, gets it down and over the head of Delaney Smith. Makes it with 5:36. It's 22-4 in favor of the Seahawks of Canton. So Canton brings the ball up. Between games, we will have an interview with Coach John Brooks, a pre-recorded interview, just kind of talking about the season, talking about the game. We'll also take a look at the first prep media poll that was released today. Vermilion in Class A receiving most of the first place votes. It was not unanimous. I'm not surprised. The team that I thought might be a little higher was Makpialuta. They ended up 5th in the poll. I thought they might be closer to 3rd. That's where I put them. And there's another turnover for Vermilion. Up at the left hand, no foul called. That will be out of bounds and goes to Canton. Get the ball into the paint. Kick it back out. Long three-point attempt from the right-hand side, and that is good. 25-4 with 5:02 to go here in the second quarter. Hansen gets it over to Smith. Cross-court pass over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound. Will go to Vermilion. Smith was able to knock it out of the Canton girls' hand. Off of Canton. So 25-4 with 4:50 to go here in the second quarter. Smith from the right-hand side for 3. No good. Rebound to Canton. Drive down the right-hand side, up and scoops, no good. Rebound, Callie Schultz over to Smith. Smith loses control, but that's knocked out of bounds by Canton. Smith on the left-hand side, over to Hansen at the top of the key. Back to Smith for 3, and that'll be long, too strong. And Johnson runs it down, brings it in, and then Delaney Smith is unable to get it before it goes out of bounds, so that will go back to Canton. 4:20 to go. 20 in the second quarter, 25-4. Canton leads. Long 3 from the top of the key, off the back iron, no good, but rebound to Canton. That's the other thing. They're getting a ton of offensive rebounds. A lot of second chances and third chances. There's a shot from off the board, no good. Lexi Hansen gets the rebound. Out to Izzy Richardson. Richardson tries to get it down to Smith, but that's knocked out of bounds by Canton. Vermilion will have to inbound it. 30 seconds on the clock. On the shot clock, 3:48 on the game clock. Richardson for 3. Yes, that is good from the right-hand side. 25-7. Nothing but net on that one. That was nice. So 3:33 to go. Here's a long three-point attempt, and that is good. A nice answer by Canton makes it 28-7. Hansen inbounds the ball to Johnson. Back to Hansen. Again, Hansen is a 5'10 freshman guard. She played some on varsity last year. Her sister's Casey Hansen, the senior. He'll be attending Dort next season. Three-point attempt by Sydney. Johnson is good. 28-10. All of a sudden, shots are just dropping for both teams. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And they are going to call a travel. Delaney Smith got in the way, and I think it kind of threw the Canton girl off, and she just didn't know where to go at the time. And ended up just taking a few steps. So Hansen brings the ball up with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Johnson from the right-hand side, 4-3, and that is good. That's her second consecutive 3. So 2:39 to go makes it 28-13. They're going to call a foul on Izzy Richardson. A little bit too much handwork there. So we appreciate you joining us on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. Here, top of the key, over to the left-hand side. Back to the top of the key. That'll be a two-point attempt, and no, off the back iron, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Canton. That'll be Vermilion ball. So Vermilion has outscored Canton 9-3 in the last couple of minutes. Hoping to keep that momentum going. Hansen gets it over to Sadie Dahlhoff. I was like, hey, number 3, but yes. And that pass from Hansen's too high for Shaylin Hinseth. Canton drives in, gets it over to the girl on the block. No good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Smith. Smith drives in. Up at the right hand. Oh, just off the iron. No good. Rebound Canton. Canton pushes up the court. Minute 38 to go. Drives into the lane, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Dahlhoff. Yep, that'll be Dahlhoff's first. So first free throw is up and good. Canton is now 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Leading 29-13 with a minute 35 to go. Now 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 30-13 is the lead. A 17-point lead for this Canton Seahawk team as Hansen brings the ball up for the Tanagers. Gets across midcourt. And here's Dahlhoff from 3. Wish she has a little kick on her shot there. It was just off the back iron, though. Oh, nice quickness by Dahlhoff. Knocks the pass out of bounds, though. That'll go stay with Canton. But nice quickness for her. Otherwise, that would have been an easy open shot on the block for Canton. So here's the inbound. Get it out to the top. And that is off of Sydney Johnson. So Canton will inbound again. There's the ball at the top of the key for Canton. Drives down the middle. That shot is up and good. Makes it 32-13. Smith inbounds to Hansen. Hansen back over to Smith. Smith to Hansen at the top of the key. Over to the left-hand side. Dahlhoff on the right. Johnson for 3. That is her third 3. And I don't think it's hit much rim any of the time. So it's 32-16 with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Again, nice spin move there. 3-point attempt from the right-hand side. No good. Rebound Smith. Smith tries to get it out. Gets it over to Hansen. Gets it down to Johnson. Johnson didn't take the 3. Thought she might, but get it down to Hinseth. Hinseth, no good from inside the paint. 16 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Canton pushes the ball up. Oh, I think they thought there was a little less time than there actually was. So 8 seconds to go. Vermilion will have a chance. Johnson gets it to Smith, and Smith is fouled. Now that won't lead to any free throws. They'll have to inbound it now with 4.3 seconds to go. Hansen for a long 3. Banks it and no good. And that's the way the quarter will end. First half ends 32-16. We'll be back with our halftime report. Halftime brought to you by Fast Auto Glass. Fast Auto Glass, an auto glass and window care company. All of their work is insurance approved and guaranteed. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Vermilion streaming on YouTube, where Tanager JV trails 32-16 as Lexi Hansen will then head to the locker room. She is a varsity player. I think they want to give her a couple of quarters every game so she can get some experience, but I think she's going to be one of the major contributors on the varsity as well, so she will not be a part of the second half. We'll be back right after this. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermilion. Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals are your locally owned and operated ready mix and rental companies available in both Yankton and Vermilion. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? You can also get all your hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more for any job you need to get done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals as your concrete and rental equipment headquarters of Yankton and Vermilion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Welcome back to Vermilion Streaming, where we are bringing you Vermilion JV action. As we enter the third quarter, Vermilion trails Canton by a score of 32-16. Out there for Vermilion to start the second half, it's Izzy Richardson, Shaylin Hinseth, Delaney Smith, Sydney Johnson and Callie Schultz. Again, as we mentioned, heading into the halftime, Lexi Hansen went to the locker room, not for an injury, I don't believe. It's because she's part of the main rotation for the varsity team, so they want to get her some playing experience here because, she's not going to start. I think your main five will play a majority of your minutes, but they don't also want her available for that varsity. So she'll get 2 quarters here, and then she's available for all 4 in the varsity action. So 32-16, 36 seconds in as Canton has the ball now. And they'll drive in. Boy, open lane up with the right hand makes it 34-16 in favor of the Seahawks. Izzy Richardson gets it out to Sydney Johnson. Oh, no, that is another steal. Kind of the same story that we saw in that first half, and there's going to be a foul on Delaney Smith. That was the story of the first half. Just a lot of fouls. Not fouls, a lot of steals, a lot of turnovers, and Canton getting a lot of second chances and second chance points. So the Tanagers looking to, take care of some of that business. And here's the first free throw, and that is the first miss by Canton. First miss by Canton today. So from the free throw line, here's the second free throw. That is up, and that is good. 35-16 now. Canton leads here with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Shot is up and no good. Hinseth knocks it out of Canton's hand, but into another Canton player. Canton drives in, kicks it out, over to the block, and up and good. 37-16. Wow, that was some great ball handling. They looked really skilled out there. And that pass is too high for Johnson from Richardson. That's another turnover for the Tanagers. That will go back to Canton. Another up and in makes it 39-16, and now 23-point lead for Canton over the Tanagers. Here's Richardson on the left-hand side by the three-point line. Brings it back to the top of the key, gets it over to Johnson on the right side. Oh, I thought she'd pulled that trigger. She's hit 3 in a row. That one's knocked out of bounds by Canton. Boy, that was weird. I think people thought there was going to be a foul called or something. So here's Johnson at the top of the key. And Richardson, Izzy Richardson with a nice arcing three makes it 39-19. And Canton shoots a three, unable to connect, but gets their own rebound. And that is going to be a travel on Canton. So here's Sydney Johnson, backs her player down, gets it out to Hinseth, back down to Johnson. Johnson has it knocked out of bounds by Canton. So Johnson will inbound out there with Richardson, Schultz, Hinseth, and Smith. Here's Johnson in the lower corner over to Smith. Smith pulls up for a jumper, and that is just short off the front iron, but nice job by Schultz to knock it into the hands of Richardson. That is off the back iron. And that is a quick two from Canton, make it 41-19. So 41-19, Canton with the ball. Gets it down in the paint, on the block and up. Kind of a reverse layup there. Makes it 43-19 with 2:51 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson over to Richardson on the right-hand side. Brings it back up top, over to Johnson on the left-hand side now. And Smith unable to connect, and that ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by Hinseth. Coming in for Vermilion, Mia Barnett and Sadie Dahlhoff. Coming out, Johnson and Richardson. So 43-19, 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Vermilion trailing Canton in this JV action. That ball is knocked out of bounds by Vermilion. 2:18 to go in the third quarter. And again, it should be a good varsity matchup tonight. Canton returns a lot of talent from last year's team. Vanderweerd is a great player. Jenna Vanderweerd, their senior captain. 6'2", 6'3", you see it in different heights, but a good-sized player. And that could give Vermilion some fits, as we do not have that big player, especially because we lost Brooklyn Voss from last year's team, another 5'10", 5'11 player. That's out of bounds. That will go to Vermilion. 43-19 now, 2:02 to go in the third quarter. So it should be a good matchup tonight. But getting Casey Hansen back to pretty full strength will be a big boost for this Tanager team. Unfortunately, Julisse Shaw will end her Tanager career not really seeing the floor much in, but she is going to go play basketball at Mount Marty. So glad to see that she's getting that opportunity. Casey Hansen will be playing for Dort. And, of course, as you probably know, Brooke Jensen signed with USD to be a Coyote. So Shaylin Hinseth has the ball knocked out of bounds by Canton. It stays with Vermilion, 43-19 with 1:31 to go. Smith to inbound the ball, gets it into Mia Barnett. Over to Hinseth. And the shot clock runs out. As Hinseth comes out, Izzy Richardson comes in. So it's Dahlhoff, Richardson, Barnett, Schultz, and Smith out there for Vermilion. 1:21 to go. Nice job by Schultz, knocking the ball out of the hands of the Canton player. Nice job defensively by Smith there. Nice ball handling, but that is knocked out by the Tanagers, and that does not touch the rim, so that is a shot clock violation on the second consecutive possession. 1 for Vermilion, 1 for Canton. So with 44 seconds to go, Vermilion brings the ball up. It's Izzy Richardson. Getting 43-19 on the Masaba scoreboard. There's a shot by Dahlhoff just off the iron, and that will go out of bounds over to Canton. Shot clock is off. As Canton brings the ball up. This is Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. They try to get it down low into the paint. Nice job kicking it back out. Here's a three-point attempt, and that will be just off, but Canton gets the rebound. 12 seconds to go. They'll get a second shot before the end of the quarter. Up with the left hand, and no good, but foul will be called on Callie Schultz. So first free throw is up and good. And the second one is as well, 45-19. With 6 seconds to go, Richardson has the ball stolen away. 2. And that is going to be out of bounds with 1.9 seconds to go. That inbounds pass is also stolen away. Here's the last second shot by Canton. No good. 45-19 as we head into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher. Canton leads 45-19 on the Mesaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter here in the JV matchup. It's a 26-point lead for Canton. Sydney Johnson brings the ball up. She's out there with Delaney Smith, Izzy Richardson, Callie Schultz, and Mia Barnett. Ball is on the floor. No, thought they might call a jump ball there, but they get it down on the block in Canton, out to the three-point line. They bring it around the left-hand side. Back to the top of the key. 6 minutes to go here in the game. 45-19 lead, and that is going to be a shot clock violation. Canton is unable to get a shot off. So here comes Izzy Richardson with the ball up the right-hand side. Now down the middle, over to Smith. Smith drives in, kicks out to Barnett. Barnett gets it out to Johnson at the top of the key. Schultz on the block. Out to Smith. Johnson for three. Ooh, in and out. That's her first miss in a while, so 5:27 to go, and that is going to be a foul on Sydney Johnson, I believe, with 5:26 to go. So again, between games, we will have an interview with Coach John Brooks. We'll take a look at the first prep media poll. We'll take a look at both teams last year, this year, and other teams to take into consideration. So 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Canton with the ball, 27 seconds on the shot clock, drives in, up with the left hand, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Schultz. Yep, Callie Schultz with the foul, 5:14 to go. So Sadie Dahlhoff set to check in. First free throw up and good. Makes it 46-19, a 27-point lead for Canton. As Delaney Smith checks out. And And that is just off the side iron. Rebound there by Sadie Dahlhoff. Dahlhoff gets it out to Johnson. Johnson brings it up, pushes up the matter. And that is another steal by Canton. Up with the right hand, up and in. Makes it 48-19 with 5 minutes to go. Izzy Richardson gets it to Barnett, and Barnett is fouled by Canton. They are a scrappy, aggressive team, though. That is for sure. A lot of diving on the floor, as you see there. And here they are pushing the matter up the left-hand side. That ball was tipped. Rebound there by Callie Schultz. Fresh 35 for Vermilion. They'll push the ball up. Richardson gets it down low to Schultz. Schultz up with the right hand, and she is fouled. First free throw by Schultz is off the back iron. Delaney Smith checks in for Sydney Johnson. It's now on the court for Vermilion. Smith, Richardson, Schultz, Dahlhoff, and Barnett. Second free throw by Schultz is good. 48-20 in favor of Canton. 4:14 to go. Again, other than Delaney Smith as a junior, Callie Schultz as a sophomore, and Sydney Johnson as a junior, the rest of this JV team is all freshmen. So you're going to see a lot of growing pains this year, but hopefully that pays off in development for next season and the next years after that as well. Nice shot by Richardson, but is unable to get it to fall. That is out of bounds off of Canton. Vermilion will inbound it with 3:50 to go. So Mia Barnett on the baseline. Gets it down to Schmidt, and Schmidt is going to be fouled on the shot. That'll be 2 shots for Schmidt. 48-20, 3:49 to go here in the JV matchup between Vermilion and Canton. As we get ready to tip off the regular season as the Tanagers look to defend their Class A state title. First free throw by Schmidt is no good. So here is the second. And that one is good, 48-21. There's a nice steal there by Barnett. There's another steal by Canton. Up with the left hand and fouled by Barnett. So that'll be on the shot. So Canton will go to the line to shoot 2, leading 48-21 with 3:34 to go. 3:34 to go here in the fourth quarter, and then we will have our pregame for the varsity brought to you by Carlson's Body Shop of Beersford. For almost 70 years, your complete car care center. As Sadie Dahlhoff comes out, it's now Barnett, Richardson, Johnson, Smith, and Schultz out there. 49-21, 3:32 to go. Richardson brings the ball up, gets it over to Smith on the right-hand side. Brings it around to the top of the key, over to Richardson. They get it down to Schultz on the block. Tries to kick it back out, has it knocked away, and that is going to be a jump ball. And that will stay with Vermilion. So on the Masaba scoreboard with 3:14 to go, 49-21. They get the ball out to Schultz on the elbow. Here's Richardson from the other elbow, and that just rolls off the rim. And 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter as the ball goes out of bounds off of Vermilion. Canton will inbound with 26 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They get the ball in, out by the three-point line. Get it down in the paint. And that ball is stolen away by Vermilion. Smith brings the ball up. As it looks like Chloe Bottleson is set to check in. As well as Haley Stenek and Sadie Dahlhoff. Long three for Canton makes it 52-21 with 2:28 to go. Sydney Johnson, defended by Canton. Another steal by Canton. Smith gets a steal. Over to Johnson. Johnson loses control but gets it back. They're going to call a foul on number 11 on Canton. So Johnson, Smith, and Schultz check out. Haley Steeneck, Sadie Dahlhoff, and Chloe Bottleson all check in. Here's Bottleson over on the left-hand side. Gets it out to Steeneck. That's going to be a foul on number 4 for Canton. So Barnett kicks it out to Izzy Richardson. Richardson out by the top of the key. Gets it back down to Barnett, who tries to get it down to Bottleson. That is out of bounds off of Canton with 1:09 to go and counting. It is now the lead is in excess of 30 points here in the second quarter, so it is a running clock. That clock will not stop. Richardson for 3 off the front iron. Rebound to Canton. And that shot comes up short by Canton. Rebound there by Steeneck. Richardson tries to get it down, and that is into the hands of Dahlhoff. Richardson for 3, just short from the top of the key. 30 seconds to go in this JV game. And then we will take a quick break, come back with an interview with Coach John Brooks, and take a look at the first prep media poll of the season. 20 seconds to go. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound there to Izzy Richardson. Richardson drives the ball up. Shot clock is off. Gets it over to Barnett. Barnett at the top of the key. Over to Dahlhoff. Dahlhoff, quick jumper is good. 52-23, and that's the way it will go. So Canton wins 54-23 in this JV matchup. When we come back, we will have our Carlson's Body Shop pregame show as we get ready for Vermilion's varsity matchup versus Canton. We'll be back right after this. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, your home for Tanager Athletics, and at the mic every morning from 7 until 9. We'll be right back.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Basketball on Vermilion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio. Well, it's going to be a big year for Tanager girls and boys. The Tanager girls are beginning their title defense as they get ready to take on Canton. You know, Vermilion coming off that great state tournament run last year. Defeating each team, and it couldn't have ended any better way, defeating T at the state tournament. And so we're going to take a look at that prep media poll as we had the first prep media poll of the season. That includes in Class AA. Let's take a look at that. In Class AA, in first, it was a little unique in Class AA. In first is O'Gorman, but they only received 3 out of the 14 first-place votes, but they did have 59 total points. And then Brandon Valley in second with 9 first-place votes, but only 58 total points. And then number 3, Sioux Falls, Washington with 31. Sioux Falls, Washington, the alma mater of one Katie Crossway. Then followed by Stevens and Jefferson, who finished 5th but had 2 first-place votes. Also receiving votes, it's Harrisburg, Pierre, and Spearfish. Then in Class A, home of our Vermilion Tanagers, you have number 1, Vermilion, with 11 first-place votes, finishing at 66 points. Sioux Falls Christian in second with 2 first-place votes and 50 total points. Hamlin tied for third with 1 first-place vote and 20 total points, tied with Wagner with 20 total points. And Makpialuta in 5th with 19. I expected them to be a little bit higher after that performance of theirs at the state tournament. Also receiving votes, Sisseton with 12, Lennox with 11, Mount Vernon Plankinton with 6, and Dakota Valley with 5. And then finally, let's take a look at Class B, home of the returning state champions, Centerville, the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes received 13 of the 14 first-place votes to finish with 69 points. Ethan in second with 47, followed by Sanborn Central Woonsocket with 1 first-place vote and 27 total points. Parkston in 4th with 26, Lyman in 5th with 25. Also receiving votes, Arlington with 12, Gayville Vollen with 2, Andes Central Dakota Christian with 1. And what do we talk about Andes Central Dakota Christian? Hometown alma mater of one Linda Harvey, now Linda Harvey Schumacher, my mom. And then also receiving votes, it's Warner with 1. So that's a look at your first prep media poll of the season. Well, I tell you what, let's get right into that conversation with Coach John Brooks as we get ready for this first year, for this first game of the season.
To Breakfast with the Coaches. I'm Michael Schumacher, and that was Twisted Sister with A Twisted Christmas. I'm just going to tell you, Twisted Sister holds a special place in my heart. My grandma, in her final Christmas with us, bought me the cassette tape to Twisted Sister. I always imagine my little 75-year-old grandma going into
wherever it was she went to buy that little cassette tape and get that for me. So I will always love Twisted Sister no matter how my tastes change. So, but you're not here for that. You're here to talk some basketball and some winter sports. And on that vein, we have Coach John Brooks of the Vermilion Tanagers, defending state champion girls Class A basketball team. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Michael. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I know you're busy. You've got your first game coming up Monday, so we're going to talk about that. But, you know, you're a couple weeks into practices. How has this transition been to going from being the hunter, as you were for a few years, coming close, trying to get to the state tournament, to now being basically the hunted? You guys are the defending state champions and having that target on your back.
Yeah, honestly, I think, something we talked to the girls about is we've kind of, not that we didn't win the state championship, obviously, the last few years, but we kind of been in this situation the last 3 or 4 years where, our seniors right now as freshmen, we lost in the SODAC 16 by 2 to St. Thomas More. So they've been in these games. We lost a close one to T in the double overtime in the region championship. And, obviously we get to the SODAC 6 or get to the state tournament last year and win it. So we've been lucky to be successful the last 4 or 5 years with these girls, and they've played in a ton of big games. So, we just kind of talked the first day, hey, in 10 to 15 years, we can all get together and celebrate that state championship that we had last year. But it's time to move on. It's a new season, and we have new kids in the rotation, and this year's team's excited to get going.
Well, and you talk about those close calls. I was running camera for that game in Pierre against St. Thomas More that came down to the wire. I was obviously calling the game against T that went down to the wire. It almost feels like those close calls, because so many of the girls had been part of that, it felt like those almost fueled you guys in the state tournament, because each one of those games, your opponent was up on you guys at some point where you had to come back, and, it all came down to that game against T. And I think you and I talked about it then. Didn't it kind of feel like that was just meant to be, that it was you and T going for the state championship?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting that we got matched up against them. Both of us coming out of the same region, and we've obviously had so many close battles with T over the years. We've gotten them a few times; they've gotten us sometimes. And I know one thing. Obviously T has moved on, but we're happy that Katie Vasika has moved on as well. We had to battle her for 4 years, so those were some really, really fun games with them, and we were fortunate enough to come out on top the last time we played. I had a lot of respect for them. They had a great run as well over that time.
Well, and just as a testament to how good Katie Vasika was, she's the name you think about. If she's not there, Mara Grant's probably a name that a lot more people know, don't you think?
Yeah, she's almost impossible to guard one-on-one. I did not see many teams that were able actually to guard Mara one-on-one in the post. She's kind of an undersized post, but she's so athletic, so strong, finished well with her right and left hand. She gave us fits. We had a really, really difficult time stopping her. We actually started doubling her there in the fourth quarter of the state championship game just to make sure she didn't get going as well. So those two are really, really good. And then they had some nice surrounding pieces. Quick little guards, Clayberg, who could really shoot the three. So they were really balanced. They're probably more balanced than people thought. Everybody just kind of looked at to Katie, but they had a really good team.
They really did. And, it was fun to beat them, or to see you guys beat them, just because you knew you were beating one of the best players in the state, one of the best teams in the state. Because you're right, Katie got the attention, Mara got some, and then so many people forgot about the rest of them, that how talented they were. But there's a lot of talent in Class A coming back this year, beginning with your team. You have yet to hit the court, but you have Brooke Jensen, you have Casey Hansen, you have Taylor Roovers, just as kind of some of those names that people are going to recognize from that team last year. Kind of talk about the roles that they're taking on with this, and some of the new faces, not necessarily new faces, but maybe new to people that are more casual observers of Tanager basketball.
Yeah, Taylor and Brooke and Casey are kind of our big three that are back, that have been with us last year and the previous years. Brooke and Casey have both been starting and playing since her 8th grade year, and obviously Taylor started for us as a 7th grader, and she's a freshman now, and Brooke and Casey are seniors. But those three have a ton of experience, very good basketball players. Brooke's going to go play at USD next year, and Casey's going to play at Dort, and Taylor's recruiting process is heavy right now. She's getting looked at by a lot of teams. So 3 really good players to start with. And then fill in from there. And I think the nice thing about our team this year is we got a lot of seniors. Madigan Wallen and Maya Halverson, 2 seniors that have kind of come through the more traditional way through our program, and now they're going to get their shot this year. And really excited about them and what they can bring to our team. And we have Amara Thomas back this year as a senior, and we're kind of looking at Lexi Hansen. Casey's little sister's a freshman and is a nice player as well. And then we have some other juniors, sophomores, and freshmen in the mix. And that's why we got to get games going. We got to get these kids out there, get their experience, and see who performs.
Well, and that's exactly right, because practice, you can only do so much. And, your first game comes up at home on Monday against Canton. Kind of talk us through what you're expecting to see from this Canton team, because they've been, they haven't been one of the top teams, but they always seem to be able to kind of strike when they feel like they need to. Just kind of maybe talk about what you expect from that team coming into this season.
Canton's had a really good team the last few years. A lot of talent, and, they just... It's really tough in our region. If you're not really, if you're not one of those top teams, it's really hard to get out of our region. So I think sometimes maybe people look at Canton as not one of those top teams that's getting out of our region. But man, you put them in some other places, they're so F16, maybe a state tournament team. They're very talented, and they bring back some good seniors again this year. Jenna Vanderweer, to me, is something I want to talk to our girls about here this weekend, getting ready for Canton. Jenna Vanderweer in the post, I think, is probably the best back to basket post in our conference. She is physical. She's 6 foot. She drop steps both ways. Extremely good volleyball player. She jumps well. So she is an absolute load in the post. So it starts with her. We're going to have to get her stopped. They bring back their starting point guard, Brenda Olkland, who's a really good player. And then they got the Vela Jacks girl off the bench, one of the first kids off the bench that will be stepping into a starting role. And then it's kind of like us. They'll fill in from there. So Pac-12 opponents, region opponents, all those things starting off right from the bat.
Well, and as you look through the season, some high-level competition. You guys are playing up a couple of AA teams. I think I saw Mitchell on there, the Yankton on there. Is that something that you do to try to challenge yourselves throughout the year?
Yeah, so it's something that we kind of talked about as coaches. That's actually about 4 years ago, and we actually at one point thought, did we make our schedule too hard? Or is it too difficult? And just to get through the DAC-12 night in, night out is hard enough. And then you kind of start looking at our non-conference. So we have some really good non-conference, just regular season games. And now we've thrown in Mitchell, we've thrown in Yankton, and on top of that, we're in 5 classics. We only have 7 home games this year. We're on the road a ton, and it's the same thing last year. We only had 7 home games last year. And as a coaching staff, we've just kind of gotten to the point, our girls have gotten used to it, that we're going to try to make our schedule as difficult as possible. Whoever we can play to make it hard on us, we want to struggle throughout the year at times. And we're okay with taking a loss. We took 4 of them last year. And I just feel if we challenge ourselves as much as we can, and if we maybe take a bump here or there along the way, it doesn't matter where we're going in regions, who we're playing in regions, we'll be prepared. So we once again, as much as we thought our schedule in the past was difficult, I think this is the toughest schedule we've ever played this year, and we're excited about it.
Well, and it is going to be a fun season, a lot of activity, a lot of movement, but should be a fun ride, and you have a lot of talent coming back. Even just kind of talk, because you've had them playing for so long, just as we head out, just talk about Brooke and Casey, just because they have been there almost since they began, playing in junior high or middle school, as they call it now. I'm old. Brooke and Casey, kind of what they've meant to this program and this development that culminated actually in a state tournament championship last year.
Yeah, I still remember. I started 12 years ago, and those girls are probably 18 now, so this is about right on track. So they've been about 6 at the time. I still remember those girls as those 2nd, 3rd graders starting in our junior tanager camps, dribbling the ball up and down the floor, and I can absolutely vision it. And we've been around each other for that long, so it's kind of right when I got here is right when they were at that age, and all of our junior stuff, and then obviously been with them ever since through their middle school, and now been coaching for 5 years at the varsity level, and it's kind of a message that we're going to give our seniors. We get one more go around with all of our seniors. All those kids, we've been around for a long time. It's kind of that first group, I would say, that we've really seen through since their 2nd and 3rd grade years all the way through. So obviously Brooke and Casey meant a ton to our program. You can't get them out of the gym. I feel like every time I walk in the gym, they're in there, and they get all the recognition and everything they deserve for how much hard work they put in. And yeah, they are the exact type of kids you want in your program, leading your program. So we're very fortunate to have them, and really excited to have one more year with them.
Well, it is going to be exciting. It's going to be fun to watch them. Brooke is going to USD, Casey going to Dort, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, both high-level basketball teams that they're moving on to, but we have them for one final season here in Vermilion, and it'll be fun to watch. Well, Coach, it's going to be a fun season, and I thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. Really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking with you throughout the year.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks a lot, Michael.
All right, have a great one. We'll have a great weekend. That was Coach John Brooks of the Vermilion Tanagers as we get ready to go into the title defense this season. We'll be back in 1 minute after these commercials on Vermilion streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion, and Yankton.
Remember the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion.
At Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion. At Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jake Logue. We got Chad Peterson up here as we're getting ready for the announcement of starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative, driving success for our customers with quality products and services utilizing strategic partnerships delivered by their dedicated team. All right. Well, Canton went 11-10 last year. Last year in the season opener, they fell to this Tanager team by a score of 56-27. Returning for the Canton Seahawks will be Bryn Oakland, a 5'8 senior guard who averaged 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And Jenna Vanderweerd, a 6'2 senior center who averaged 13 points per game and 10 rebounds per game. The leading returners for Vermilion are, of course, Brooke Jensen, Casey Hansen, and Taylor Roovers. All right, well, we're going to pause for the national anthem.
Tribute to our country with our national anthem.
That was the national anthem played over the recording. No band. So first, the starters for the Seahawks of Canton. First will be number 2, 5'8" senior guard, captain Bryn Oakland. 5'9" freshman guard, number 13, Jordan Reed. 5'6" senior guard, Avela Jax. She averaged 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals last season. Then a 5'7" sophomore guard, number 22, Cameron Skiles. And then finally, at number 44, a 6'2" senior center, Jenna Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd averaged 13 points per game and 10 rebounds last season. Now your starting lineup for your Vermilion Tanagers will be Casey Hansen, Taylor Roovers, Brooke Jensen, Madigan Wallen, and Maya Halverson. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative. Now, last season, Casey Hansen averaged 7.2 points per game in a limited time with us, coming about halfway through the season. Taylor Roovers averaged 10.9 points per game, 4.7 assists, 3.8 rebounds, and 2.8 steals. Brooke Jensen averaged 11.7 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1 block, and 1.2 steals. Obviously replacing players like Brooklyn Voss, Janaea Cleveland, Chandler Cleveland, and so much more. So first, the starting lineups again brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative. Number 1, Casey Hansen. No brace on that knee. So good to see. And again, on Vermilion Stream, you can find the Meet the Tanagers video that we did from the other day. If you are interested, definitely go watch that. It's fun little interviews with them. So here comes Taylor Roovers, finally a freshman in high school. It feels like she's been here forever. So here comes Madigan Wallen. We've talked to Madigan about softball, about soccer. And here's Brooke Jensen. We've talked to her a number of times about her commitment to USD and her basketball career. So we're excited to get this underway. It's going to be about a 7-person rotation, maybe 8, Coach Brooks has said. And so we'll see how this goes. All right, so jumping for Canton will be Jenna Vanderweerd, the 6'2" senior center. She could pose some problems. Not a ton of height for this Tanager team. And so that will be the biggest problem right now for the Tanagers. All right, so jumping for Vermilion will be Maya Halverson. Maya, 6' senior guard. Pretty athletic, so we'll see if she's able to out-jump Vanderweerd with that 2-inch difference. Nope, Vanderweerd does win the jump. Canton moves left to right. Here is Bryn Oakland. Oakland over to Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed brings it down around the right, guarded there by Halverson. Gets it out to the left, over to Avela Jax. And Bryn Oakland, everything goes through her, but Vanderweerd gets around Brooke Jensen, and Jensen with the block. There's a 3-point attempt, and that is good for Jordan Reed. So 3-0 in favor of Canton. Hansen gets it down to Madigan Wallen. It kicks back out to Hansen. Over to Halverson. Halverson gets it down to Wallen. Out to Roovers. Roovers from the top of the key for 3. And that is no good. Rebound to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd, 1 minute in. Canton with that 3-0 lead. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound to Casey Hansen. And that's going to be a foul on Canton. minutes now. 6:41 in there. So Madigan Wallen goes to the line to shoot 2 as the foul was called on Avela Jacks. Avela's first free throw. For a first foul. First free throw is off. And Wallen misses both. So it's still 3-0 in favor of Canton. Bryn Oakland brings the ball up. Gets over to the left-hand side to Reed. Reed guarded by Roovers. They get it out to Cameron Skiles. Skiles drives in past Hansen up with the right hand. Up and no, that is no good. And that rebound will go to Jensen. Jensen with the rebound. Up to Halverson, no good. And that rebound is to Skiles. So 6:04 to go here in the first quarter. Canton goes up, no good. Halverson with the rebound, gets it over to Hansen. Roovers brings it up the left-hand side. 5:55 to go, and Jensen is fouled on the shot by Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd with her first foul. That's the second team foul on Canton. So 5:50 to go. Jensen's first free throw is up and off the back iron. So Vermilion is 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far tonight. Second free throw for Jensen is up, and that is good. Vermilion is finally has their first points of the season, 3-1. Canton leads, 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bryn Oakland guarded by Roovers. So Canton is setting to inbound the ball with 5:49 to go. Yeah, they'd never really started the clock there. So here's Jordan Reed, guarded by Halverson. Goes to the left, top the key, shoots the three, and that is good. That is Reed's second three of the game, making it 6-1 in favor of Canton. Here's Roovers. Gets it out to Hansen on the left-hand side. Hansen drives in, and she is blocked by Vanderweerd. Out to Jensen. Jensen for three. No good off the back iron. And that's going to be a foul on Hansen, I believe. So with 5:22 to go, Casey Hansen will pick up her first foul. And that is Hansen's first foul, makes it 6-1. And here's Bryn Oakland bringing the ball up, guarded by Roovers, gets it across midcourt. Oakland for a long three, no good. Rebound in and out of the hands of Jensen. Here's Oakland, gets it down to Reed. Over to Skiles. Skiles. 4:58 to go on the clock. They get it down to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd hits the bottom of the backboard, and that is going to be off of Vermilion. With 4:46 to go, the clock will stop. Needs to be a colon. Yet a semicolon. All right, and then bring it around. 4:44 to go. Air ball into the hands of Casey Hansen. Hansen gets it to Roovers, and Roovers is fouled by Reed. So Hansen with her second rebound. 6-1 here in the first quarter. 4:38 to go. As Vermilion having a little trouble getting the lid off the basket, kind of getting things together. You know, you really know how valuable Brooklyn Voss, Janaea Cleveland, and Chandler Cleveland were. Here's Jensen, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Jordan Reed. Reed pushes the matter up. Guarded by Halverson. Gets it off to Skiles. Skiles is going to be fouled by Roovers. Roovers with her first foul of the night and second team foul. So Cameron Skiles shooting 2 for the Seahawks. First free throw is short. It's out there for Vermilion. It's Jensen, Halverson, Hansen, Wallen, and Roovers. Second free throw from Skiles is good. So coming in for Canton will be number 3, Kaliana Halverson. So 7-1, Canton off to a quick lead over the Tanagers. Jensen gets it down to Hansen at the free throw line, over to Roovers. Back to Hansen. Roovers at the top of the key, takes a long 3. Just short. Rebound to Jensen, though. And they're going to call a foul on Reed. That's Reed's second personal, 4th team foul. And Hansen will inbound the ball as Skiles will come back in for Reed. So 4:01 to go. Here's Roovers from the side for 3. No good. Rebound out there by Halverson. Gets the ball to Skiles. Skiles gets it across midcourt. Into the hands of Avela Jax. Tries to get it down low, and they're going to call another foul, I think, on Roovers. Yes. That'll be Roovers' second personal. So that'll bring in Lexi Hansen. So 3:52 to go. Canton to inbound the ball. It's Skiles on the baseline. Gets it down low to Oakland. And Hansen in there. Creates a jump ball. And that will go back to Vermilion. So with 3:48 to go, Vermilion to inbound the ball. It's Hansen along the baseline. Hansen, Jensen, Halverson, and Wallen in there for Vermilion. Cross-court pass to Jensen. Jensen drives in from the right side. Tries to get into Wallen. Halverson saves it. Back to Wallen. Down low to Jensen in the paint. Out to Hansen for 3. That is short. Rebound, Vanderweerd. Canton pushes the ball up. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. And Vanderweerd turnaround jumper is good. Her first 2 points of the night. Hansen is blocked by Vanderweerd. And that pass is a loose ball. Brought in by Kaliana Halverson to Skiles. Skiles misses that. Rebound there to Maya Halverson. Halverson's second rebound of the day. Here's Hansen getting the ball across midcourt. Lexi Hansen on the left-hand side. Maya Halverson down to Wallen. And Wallen loses it. Stolen away by Avela Jax. 2:37 to go. Long 3, and that is good by Skiles. And that is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. 12-1 on the Masaba scoreboard. Vermilion trails Canton. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Basketball as they begin their title defense. They currently trail 12-1 to Canton with 2:32 to go here in the first quarter. Madigan Wallen sits down. It's Lexi Hansen, Brooke Jensen, Casey Hansen, Maya Halverson, and for the first time, Amara Thomas. Here's Maya Halverson, gets the ball across midcourt, drives in, goes up with the left hand, and that is off of Canton. So stay with Vermilion with 27 seconds to go on the shot clock. Brooke Jensen in the paint, goes up, and that is blocked by Vanderweerd. Rebound to Thomas, into Jensen. Jensen up with the right hand, and Jensen is fouled that time. As Amara Thomas got the rebound, but Vermilion yet to hit a shot from the field. That is Vanderweerd's second foul. So second personal on Vanderweerd, fifth team foul. Jensen will go to the line to shoot 2. Gracie Turbis will come in. Jensen misses that free throw. So Vermilion just not off to a solid start tonight. I'm not sure if there's pressure, just new faces out there, but they just don't look quite in sync. So hopefully they're able to gather themselves. 2:16 to go. Second free throw for Jensen is good. Gives her the 2 points on the night, the only 2 for Vermilion. 2:14 to go, 12-2 in favor of Canton. Here's Jayla York out there. Gracie Turbis. Shot is up with the right hand by Caliana Halverson. Rebound to Skiles. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound to Thomas. Amara Thomas with her second rebound in a minute's worth of play. Jensen brings the ball up with 1:49 to go. Casey Hansen over to Maya Halverson. Back to Casey at the top of the key. Down to Jensen. Jensen, turnaround jumper. No good. Brooke just having a rough night from the field right now. Long three by Avela Jax. And that makes the score 15-2 in favor of Canton. Here's Casey Hansen over to Jensen. Jensen drives in. Goes up, off the glass, no good, gets a rebound, up and in. Brooks' first field goal of the night. And Vermilion's first field goal of the night makes it 15-4. They get it down low to Bryn Oakland. And Oakland is going to be on the... fouled by Amara Thomas. That is the fourth team foul for Vermilion. First team foul, first personal foul on Amara. Here's Skiles from the right-hand side. No good, but the rebound is to Amara Thomas, her third rebound of the night. As Hansen brings the ball up. Gets it over to Lexi Hansen, back to Casey. Casey over to Maya. Maya thought about the three, and they're going to call her for traveling. That is a turnover for the Tanagers as Madigan Wallen comes back in. Checks in for Halverson. 37.2 seconds to go. Vermilion trails 15-4. But now they did have this happen to them a few times last year where they just got off to bad starts and they were able to chip away and chip away. So we'll see if they can do that again this season. 30 seconds to go. About 2 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that is a travel on Oakland. So that is a travel on Canton, a turnover back. So the shot clock is off, 24.5 seconds for the Tanagers. And here's Hansen at the top of the key. Oh, and that's a turnover. They push it ahead. Skiles up with the right hand and good. 8 seconds to go makes it 17-4. Hansen, left-hand side, 2. Long 3, no good. And that's the way the first quarter will end, 17-4. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be right back.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermilion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermilion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermilion Auto Works.
safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank as we enter the second quarter. Vermilion trails 17-4. Canton will begin with possession. So here's Bryn Oakland with the ball. Gets it over to Skiles. Skiles gets it across to Gracie Turbis. Canton with the blue pants, blue shirt, blue shorts, blue jerseys, gold lettering with white trim, and Vermilion in all white with the red lettering and black trim. Here's Jensen up with the right hand on the assist from Madigan. Wallen. And that's the way to get a quarter started. So 17-6 now in favor of Canton. 7.5 minutes to go. Wallen with the steal gets it over to Brooke Jensen. And that is a turnover out of bounds. So 7:15 to go. Oakland gets down. Roovers with a steal. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. So with 6:59 to go here in the second quarter, Vermilion trails 17-6. So Vanderweerd, Reed, Skiles, Oakland, and Caliana Halverson in there for Canton. For Vermilion, it's Wallen, Jensen, Roovers, Halverson, and Casey Hansen. So Canton to inbound the ball. Gets it into Halverson. They try to get it down to Vanderweerd. It's going to be off of Vermilion, though. So 6:55 to go. 17-6, Vermilion trails. They hit a quick 2 points early on in this quarter. We're now a minute in. Those are the only 2 points of the quarter. And Vanderweerd unsuccessful rebound. Casey Hansen. Hansen brings the ball up. She's at the top of the key. And that is stolen away. Boy, we saw this in the JV game too. And Roovers with the steal right back. Roovers drives in, gets it over to Halverson. Too high though. Turnover with 6:32 to go. .6:22 to go. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by Vermilion. 6:18 here in the second quarter. And here is Avela Jacks. And that is stolen away by Halverson. Gets it ahead to Roovers. Halverson for three, no good. Rebound by Jordan Reed. Oakland with a long three. I'm not quite sure what was going on. Jensen down low, up at the left hand, up and in. Halverson with the assist. And that's going to be a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
A dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm going to make you a star.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher. Vermilion trails 17-8 on the Masaba scoreboard. They have scored all 4 points in this quarter. Canton, now Bryn Oakland at the top of the key. Gets it over to Caliana Halverson. Halverson guarded by Halverson. Drives in, up and in by Caliana Halverson. Makes it 19-8 with 5:23 to go. Here's Taylor Roovers over to Casey Hansen. Hansen picks up her dribble, gets over to Maya. Madigan on the block, gets it back out top to Casey. Over to Taylor. Back down to Madigan. Back up to Casey. Casey takes the three. Oh, just off the back iron. Rebound, Brooke Jensen. Pull-up jumper from the paint, no good. But rebound, Maya Halverson up at the right hand and in. Maya Halverson with her first points. Makes it 19-10. 9-point lead for Canton with 4:47 to go. Jordan Reed with the three-pointer. Makes it 22-10. 4:28 to go. Hansen for three. That is good. Casey Hansen with her first points of the night. Makes it 22-13. 4:15 to go here in the second quarter. Bryn Oakland gets it over to Avela Jax. Jax down to Reed. And that ball is taken away by Madigan Wallen. That's a steal. Ahead to Maya Halverson. Halverson drives in. And she pulls up, gets it out to Hansen. Back to Roovers, 3:51 to go. Hansen over to Jensen. Down to Wallen, out to Roovers, over to Hansen. Hansen for three. Oh, in and out, but rebound Jensen up and in. It's now 22-15. And Vanderweerd unsuccessful. But a turnover. No, Roovers gets it. She's going to drive in. Picks up her dribble, gets it out to Jensen. Jensen thinks about the three, but they're going to call it travel. And Coach Brooks just tells his team, calm down. So Lexi Hansen comes in. Maya Halverson comes out. 22-15. Vermilion trails Canton on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. So here's Cameron Skiles, guarded by Casey Hansen. Drives in, up the right hand, no good. Rebound, Brooke Jensen. It's Jensen's sixth rebound of the night. Wallen drives in, goes on baseline, and that's going to be off of Jordan Reed. So Casey Hansen inbounds to Roovers in the corner. They get it back down to Hansen, back out to Roovers, over to Lexi Hansen. Hansen at the top of the key, gets over to Roovers, out to Jensen. Jensen for three. Oh, in and out. Rebound by Vanderweerd. Reed has that blocked by Hansen, but gets the ball back. Vanderweerd just off the block, guarded by Jensen. And Vanderweerd, man, I really think they probably could have called a travel there. Looks like she picked that ball up for a while, but they do not. So that is 2 points for Vanderweerd, giving her 4 on the night, making it 24-15. Here's Jensen. So back to a 9-point lead for Canton. Jensen for three. Yes! Brooke Jensen is starting to feel it. 24-18. Vermilion has cut that lead down to 6. And rebound by Vanderweerd is up and in. So 26-18. It's a minute 35 to go here in the second quarter. Roovers has that blocked a little bit by Vanderweerd. A minute 29 to go. Vermilion trails by 8. That long three by Reed is no good. And Wallen is going to foul Skiles. So that'll be Madigan's first personal. And that's the first team foul. Amara Thomas will come in. Wallen comes out. And she stepped on the line, so that is a turnover. So here's Casey Hansen. Over to Taylor Roovers. Roovers on the left-hand side, gets it over to Jensen. Jensen in those pink shoes, gets it back out to Roovers. Roovers for three, and that is good! Taylor Roovers for three. 26-21. $50 seconds to go. That ball is in and out. Amara Thomas with the rebound. They get it down to Lexi Hansen on the block, and they block it into Thomas, and Thomas is fouled on the shot. First free throw from Thomas is no good. Second free throw is good. Amara Thomas has her first points of the night. 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. And that's going to be a timeout by Canton. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Yeah. Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermilion trails 26-22 in the second quarter with 32 seconds to go. They have outscored Canton by a score of 18-9 this quarter. Canton with pretty much even with the shot clock. There's like half a second difference, it looks like. So here's Bryn Oakland, guarded by Roovers, gets it over to Jordan Reed, who's been deadly from three tonight. They get it over to Skiles. Skiles, guarded by Halverson, gets it back over to Aubrey Dermier. Dermier gets it down to Vanderweerd, and they're going to call a foul on Brooke Jensen. I feel like that. You see that the player went down, and so you think you need to call something. I didn't think the contact was there, but I would not want to be a ref. I just wouldn't. So 26-22, 12 and a half seconds to go. Skiles gets it in. Stolen by Roovers. Roovers drives, goes up, and in. 26-24 in favor of Canton. Vermilion has come almost all the way back, and that is going to fall short. Vermilion with a brilliant comeback in that second quarter to pull within two after trailing 17-4. We'll be back with our halftime report brought to you by Carlson's Body Shop right after this. I'm Michael Schumacher. This is Vermilion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
At Voyage Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Jordan Kirkman here from downtown Vermilion's American Family Insurance Office. We love being part of the community and want to help with your insurance needs. So stop in today and see me, Jordan Kirkman, sales specialist with Buchelman & Associates, located at 112 West Main Street, or call 605-624-2025. And if you're in Yankton, be sure to stop by our new office there as well. Go Tanagers and go Yotes.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Hi, I'm Farron Pratt, president of First Dakota National Bank in Vermilion. It's just about game time, so grab some snacks, find your seat, and get ready to cheer on the Tanagers to a victory along with First Dakota. And after the game, when you've had a chance to catch your breath, come on down to First Dakota National Bank and chat with us about how we can win your business too. We've got a pretty impressive team, if I do say so myself. But for now, it's game time. Let's go Tanagers!
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. My name is Michael Schumacher, alongside Jake Logue, as we are bringing you Tanager Basketball. The girls begin their title defense, and it did not get off to a great start. They were behind 17-4 after the first quarter, but made a comeback, outscoring Canton 20-9 in quarter number 2 to trail by 2 heading into half. The leading scorers for Canton, leading the way, Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed with 3 3-pointers for 9 total points. Jenna Vanderweerd with 6 points. Also with 6 points, you have Cameron Skiles, 3 points for Avela Jacks off a beautiful 3-pointer, and then 2 points for Caliana Halverson. For Vermilion, Brooke Jensen is leading the way. She was cold. Anybody, her mom's going to tell you, Brooke's going to tell you, but man, she has really heated up. And so she has 13 points, 4 field goals, a 3-pointer, couple of free throws, but she also has 6 rebounds. So she is all over. It's not just scoring for Brooke. Also scoring today for Vermilion, 5 points for number 11, Taylor Ruvers, 3 points on a 3-pointer by Casey Hansen, 2 points for Maya Halverson, and 1 point for Amara Thomas. But Amara Thomas also has 4 rebounds, 3 rebounds for Maya Halverson, and 3 for Casey Hansen. 2 steals each for Taylor Roovers and Madigan Wallen, and an assist for Madigan and an assist for Maya. So that's kind of a look. I think Vermilion, like I said, they've done it. They did it last year, kind of some slow starts. It really looked like they were getting a groove. We'll see what Coach Brooks comes up with in the locker room. When we come back, we'll take a look around the state, and we'll take a look at the first prep media poll as well. We'll be back right after this. This is your Carlson's Body Shop halftime or Fast Auto Glass halftime show. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back.
The Pizza Ranch Vermilion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermilion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermilion, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. This is the Fast Auto Glass halftime show. Fast Auto Glass halftime show brought to you by Fast Auto Glass. We appreciate their sponsorships of Tanager Basketball, as we appreciate them being a part of these broadcasts. So that way, Fast Auto Glass, if you have auto glass needs, reach out to Fast Auto Glass. All right, let's take a look at the first prep media poll of the season in Class AA girls. It's an odd one. It's O'Gorman with 3 first-place votes, but 59 total points. Brandon Valley with 9 first-place votes, but only 58 total points. Sioux Falls, Washington, alma mater of the legend Katie Crossway, in third with 31 points. Rapid City Stevens with 28, and Sioux Falls Jefferson in fifth, but they did receive 2 first-place votes. And have 22 points total. And so receiving votes is Harrisburg with 8, Pierre with 3, and Spearfish with 1. In Class A, it's Vermilion with 11 first-place votes and 66 total points. Sioux Falls Christian with 2 and 50. Tied for third, Hamlin with 1 first-place vote, and Wagner both with 20 points. And Makpialuta, they're my dark horse. I have a feeling they're going to make some noise this year. They're in fifth with 19 points. Receiving votes, Sisseton, Lennox, Mount Vernon Plankerton, and Dakota Valley. In Class B, defending champions Centerville with 13 first-place votes and 69 points. Ethan with 47 in second. Sanborn Central Woonsocket with 1 first-place vote and 27. Parkston with 26, and Lyman with 25. Also receiving votes, Arlington, Gayville Volun Raiders, Warner, and Andy Central Dakota Christian, AC, Lightning Bolt DC. Alma mater of one Linda Harvey, now Linda Harvey Schumacher, also better known as my mom. All right, well, let's take a quick look around the state. When we come back, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break on the Fast Auto Glass halftime show. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermilion Tanagers, the community of Vermilion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermilion. Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermilion Tanagers, the community of Vermilion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank as we get ready to come into the third quarter. On the Mesaba scoreboard, it's Vermilion 24, Canton 26. Around the state, not much going on, but T area leads Sioux City North 58-22 after 3. And those are the only score updates we have in girls basketball, nothing in boys basketball. And so that is the one score update. Again, Vermilion outscored Canton by a score of 20-9. And so they're looking to make it a fully successful comeback here early in the third quarter. Thank you for joining us here on Vermilion Streaming and ESPN Radio. Again, the field goal percentage, Vermilion shooting 29%, Canton 38%. Threes, Vermilion 21, Canton 25. And free throws, Canton 50%, Vermilion 38. 3 for 8. If they could have had 5 of 8 or 6 of 8, it would have made a huge difference. So, Vermilion will start with the ball. Madigan Wallen to inbound out there with Taylor Ruvers, Casey Hansen, Maya Halverson, and Brooke Jensen. Starting for Canton will be their original 5. Bryn Oakland, Cameron Skiles, Avela Jacks, Jenna Vanderweerd, and Jordan Reed. 3-point attempt by Brooke Jensen, no good. Rebound there by Avela Jacks. Jordan Reed from the right side for 3, no good. Rebound Casey Hansen. Hansen's 4th rebound of the night. Vermilion looking to tie or take the lead. So Brooke Jensen over on the left-hand side, gets it over to Hansen on a cross-court pass, skip pass down to Wallen in the block. Turnaround is no good. Rebound to Vanderweerd, who throws it out to Ruvers. Jensen over to Hansen. Hansen for 3. Yes! Vermilion with their first lead of the game. 27-26. Here's Bryn Oakland. And Madigan Wallen knocks the ball away. That hits the ground, and that is going to be to Ruvers. Ruvers with the steal over to Hansen. Wow, just fast and furious. Here's Ruvers at the top of the key. Jensen. Cross-court pass to Ruvers. Ruvers for 3. Yes! Taylor Ruvers for 3 gives Vermilion a 4-point lead. 30-6, and Coach Stephenson wants to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermilion leads 30-26. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermilion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermilion.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainsbodyshop.com.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. That timeout was brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. All right, well, Canton is to inbound. Vermilion has scored a quick 6 points to take a 4-point lead. Here's Bryn Oakland with the ball, guarded by Hansen and Ruvers. Jordan Reed gets it across the timeline. And that ball is off the outstretched hands of Jenna Vanderweerd back to Vermilion. Vermilion really starting to put on some pressure. And that was something they weren't doing. They're double teaming. They're doing more of a full court, maybe 3/4 court press on the Seahawks. And I think Coach Brooks wants to avoid it a little bit just because he doesn't have a deep rotation, but sometimes you need to. Hansen for 3! 3-pointer for Casey Hansen. 9 points on the night. 33-26 in favor of Vermilion with 5:57 to go. And Canton throws that ball away. Wow, this has been a quick turnaround. In the 2 minutes of this quarter, Vermilion has scored 9 points already. Here's Hansen, down to Roovers. Roovers thought about the three from the corner, over to Jensen. Jensen, down to Halverson. Halverson has that knocked away by Cameron Skiles with 17 seconds to go on the shot clock. Now Jensen, her outside shot isn't quite falling, but she's been tenacious around the basket. That's where she's gotten her 13 points. They get it down to Jensen. Quick little jumper in the paint. No good. Yeah, just her jumper. I think there's some nerves. She puts a lot of pressure on herself. Oh, I just got a text. Katie Crossway wants another shout out, so she's a legend. Steal by Roovers. She gets the layup and the foul. Taylor Roovers with her 4th steal of the game. Makes it 35-26 in favor of Vermilion. Wow, 11 unanswered points by the Tanagers. Roovers to make it an old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is up and good. So Oakland with the ball, gets it to Reed. Reed over to Oakland, loses control but gets it from Hansen. Vanderweerd on the elbow. And there's a up with the right hand by Skiles. Breaks that run, makes it 36-28. Here's Hansen on the left-hand side. And they're going to call a 3-second violation on Maya Halverson. So that'll be a turnover with 4:46 to go here in the third quarter. Vermilion with an 8-point lead. Far different than the first game of last season where it was a 29-point victory for the Tanagers. Here's Skiles with the ball on the left-hand side. Oh, sorry, Oakland with the ball. Gets it over to Jordan Reed. Down over to Skiles. Back to Reed for 3. That is short. And rebound to Casey Hansen. Hansen gets it ahead to Jensen. Jensen back out to Hansen. Here's Roovers, 22 seconds on the shot clock. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Brooke Jensen. And they're going to call a foul on Bryn Oakland. That'll be Oakland's first personal, I believe. So Maya Halverson comes out, Lexi Hansen comes in. Brooke Jensen to inbound. Gets it into Casey Hansen. 4 minutes to go, halfway through this third quarter. Jensen thought about the 3. Hansen gets it down to Roovers. Out to Lexi Hansen. That is just short. They're going to call a foul on Brooke Jensen. That'll be her second personal. First team foul. So inbounding the ball will be Canton. It's Jordan Reed. Gets it into Caliana Halverson. Halverson over to Vanderweerd. Reed guarded by Roovers, picked up by Hansen, over to Oakland. And they get it down to Halverson, blocked by Brooke Jensen. That's her second block of the night. Pull-up jumper is blocked by Vanderweerd. And here's Bryn Oakland, gets it over to Jordan Reed. Reed back to Oakland across the midcourt line. They get it down low to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on Casey Hansen, I believe. That'll be Hansen's second personal. Team's second. So it's 36-28. Vermilion has outscored Canton 12-2 this quarter. Make it 12-3 as Vanderweerd hits the first free throw. Second free throw is up and good as well for Vanderweerd. Makes it 36-30. If you're Coach Brooks, you'd like to see Vermilion keep the pressure on as Amara Thomas is about to come in. Casey Hansen down to Jensen. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. She just... Oh, but a steal by Wallen into Jensen. Jensen with the rebound and the putback. Makes it 38-30. Here's Bryn Oakland. Gets it ahead. Vanderweerd as blocked again by Brooke Jensen. Jensen is feeling it defensively tonight. Here's Hansen over to Roovers. Roovers back to Hansen at the top of the key. Jensen down to Wallen. Wallen is blocked by Vanderweerd. Blocked just the way Crossway used to for Sioux Falls, Washington. And Vanderweerd up and in. When she gets down low and gets position, she is hard to defend at 6'2". She's a bigger girl with some muscle. 38-32. Here's Wallen. Out to Roovers. Hansen drives in. And that ball is knocked away. Turnover for Vermilion. Here's Jordan Reed bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Bryn Oakland. Oakland. Back to Reed. Reed looks to drive. Wow. They get it down to Vanderweerd. That was an interesting play. Wallen down low, tied up by Vanderweerd. Hansen for three. Yes! Casey Hansen for three. And that's going to be a full timeout taken by Vermilion. So Vermilion takes a full timeout with 1:22 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this timeout, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion, with Vermilion leading 41-34.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood, down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermilion. Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals are your locally owned and operated ready mix and rental companies, available in both Yankton and Vermilion. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? You can also get all your hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more for any job you need to get done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals as your concrete and rental equipment headquarters of Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. With 1:22 to go, Vermilion leads 41-34. Here's Cameron Skiles driving in, no good, and that ball is going to be out of bounds off of Canton, so that will come back to Vermilion. Lexi Hansen on the baseline to inbound, along with Roovers, Casey Hansen, Brooke Jensen, and Amara Thomas. Roovers gets the ball across midcourt. Hansen on the left-hand side, back to Roovers, back to Lexi Hansen. Casey for three, and that is another three-pointer for Casey Hansen. That is 15 points on the night, giving Vermilion a 10-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Here is Kaliana Halverson. Wow. And I think they're going to call a foul on the floor on Amara Thomas. They've allowed more contact than that other ways, but I get it. So 2 fouls called on Amara now. That is the third team foul, her second personal. Avela Jax comes out. It's now Kaliana Halverson, Bryn Oakland, Cameron Skiles, Vanderweerd, and Reed. Cross-court pass to Skiles. Down low to Halverson. Oakland has it kind of knocked away. Oh, who are they calling a foul on? Oh, they're calling a foul on Amara. I thought it was just a loose ball. I don't care for that one. Just, it was a loose ball. I really don't think I don't think either one deserved a foul. All right, it's tossed up top. 35-second shot clock now. 35 seconds to go. Brooke Jensen with the steal. Has it knocked away. And Skiles up with the left hand. Nice play by Skiles. Makes it 44-36. So shot clock is off. 20 seconds to go. Taylor Roovers brings the ball up. Vermillion will play for the final shot. It's Roovers, Hansen, Thomas, and Jensen out there for the Tanagers. Roovers brings it out to Hansen. Hansen for three. Yes! Casey Hansen has now hit 6 3-pointers, giving Vermillion a 47-36 lead. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. I'm Michael Schumacher. This is Vermillion Tanager Basketball on Vermillion Streaming and ESPN Radio.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jake Logue, where after 3 quarters of play, Vermillion leads 47-36, outscoring Canton 23-10 in that quarter. Canton starts off with the ball. Here's the shot from Bryn Oakland. No good, and that will be out of bounds to Vermillion. Story of the night, Casey Hansen with 6 3-pointers to go along with 5 rebounds. Here's Taylor Roovers bringing the ball up. Roovers drives, kicks it out to Hansen. Hansen drives. Kicks it back out to Roovers. Roovers drives. Mara Thomas, and no foul called on Vanderweerd. And that ball is out of bounds off of Taylor Roovers. I don't know. It didn't really look like Taylor touched it, but ball is to Canton. 32 seconds to go on the shot clock. 7:20 to go on the game clock here in the fourth quarter. Here's Avela Jacks. You get it down low to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd misses that shot. They're going to call Amara Thomas for her 4th personal. Again, I just feels like some really strict calls on Amara. It doesn't feel, it feels like she should have 2 or 3, not 4. But here's Skiles, first free throw up and good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Lexi Hansen. 7:05 to go. Here's Roovers with the ball. Jensen at the top of the key. 7 minutes to go. Turnaround jumper from Jensen. Yes! The first good mid-range jumper. Finally feeling like maybe she has her touch. 49-37, a 12-point lead for the Tanagers. Reed over to Oakland. Oakland for 3. Makes it. So Bryn Oakland with her first points of the night. Madigan Wallen and Maya Halverson get ready to check back in. 49-40, Vermillion leads. Jensen drives in. Kicks it back out to Hansen, but it hits her feet. And that's knocked out by Jordan Reed. So that will go back to the Tanagers. So 6:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vermilion has staged a beautiful comeback. It was 17-4 Canton after the first quarter, 26-24 Canton after the first half, then 47-36 Vermilion after the third quarter. Taylor Rivers brings the ball up with 6:10 to go. Vermilion now only has 13 seconds on the shot clock. Jensen out at 3. Down to the elbow. Here's Wallen down on the block to Rivers. Brooke Jensen for 3, leaves it short. That rebound to Jordan Reed. 5:51 to go. They get it into Vanderweerd, and they're going to call a foul as well on Brooke Jensen, I believe. Nope, on Madigan Wallen. So all of a sudden that leads down to 7. That free throw is good, 49-43. That's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Brooks for Vermilion. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this Murph's Appliance timeout.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. All right, 5:45 to go. Vermilion leads 49-43 on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. 2 timeouts left for both teams. Vermilion leads 49-43. Vermilion will inbound the ball. Casey Hansen along the sideline. Gets it into Taylor Rivers. Rivers gets it across the timeline. As they get it out to Hansen at the top of the key, down to Jensen on the block. Jensen up and in, and fouled by Jordan Reed. Brooke Jensen with 19 points. This free throw going for 20. Jordan Reed with her third personal of the night. Jensen trying to get 20 points, and she does. She's now 3 for 5 from the line. Oakland inbounds the ball, 5:28 to go. The clock's not running. The clock never started. So Bryn Oakland along the baseline. Now the clock's running. Vanderweerd with the ball. They get it to Oakland, guarded by Rivers. They get it ahead to Skiles. Skiles guarded by Brooke Jensen, who blocks it out of bounds. That's her 4th block of the night. So Vermilion up 52-43 on the Masaba scoreboard. 5:17 to go here in the 4th quarter. Inbounding the ball is Jordan Reed. And that's tipped away by Maya Halverson. Wow, that's a foul called on Maya Halverson. So now inbounding the ball will be Reed into Bryn Oakland. Oakland brings the ball around. Skiles from 3. That is off. Rebound to Brooke Jensen. Jensen with 8 rebounds, 20 points, 4 blocks tonight. Jensen over to Rivers. 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Vermilion with a 9-point lead after trailing by 13 at the end of 1 quarter. Here's Rivers, gets it into Hansen at the top of the key. 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. Jensen up with the right hand, and she is fouled by Jordan Reed with 4:46 to go. Oh, nope, that foul's called on Bryn Oakland. That is her 3rd personal, team's 2nd. So Jensen will go shoot 2. First free throw, is no good, no good. 3 of 6 from the line for Brooke. Second one is just short. Oh. Brooks having a good night. Just she knows she can do even better, I think. So here's Avela Jacks over to Oakland. Oakland over to Jordan Reed. Reed gets it back to Oakland. 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Vermilion with a 9-point lead. That ball is stolen away by Roovers. Her 5th steal of the night. Taylor Roovers for 3. No good. Vanderweerd with the rebound with 4:16 to go. Jordan Reed tries to get it in. Hansen knocks away. Back into Reed's hands. They get it over to Oakland. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Reed. Reed for 3. That is short. No good. Rebound to Avela Jackson. Another foul called. This one on Madigan Wallen. That's her 3rd personal. 4th team foul. And Cameron Skiles will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw up and good. So we are halfway through this fourth quarter. Vermilion holds an 8-point lead. Skiles at the line. And makes the second one as well. She is 4 of 5 from the line. Making it 52-45. Taylor Roovers. Well, she is the on-court general there. Brings it down the left-hand side. Uses a block by Jensen. Hansen for 3. No, in and out. Vanderweerd with the rebound. 3:41 to go. And that ball is knocked away into the hands of Brooke Jensen. Jensen slows it up, gets it to Roovers. Roovers pops and shoots. No good. Rebound to Canton. 3:24 to go. 7-point lead for the Tanagers. Cross-court pass to Jordan Reed. Reed drives in. Shoots her shot, no good. Vanderweerd turnaround jumper on the rebound is good. So 52-47, 3 minutes to go. Hansen drives in. Turnaround jumper up, no good. They've gone cold. Oakland, Skiles drives in, and they're going to call a foul on Halverson on the floor. So 2:38 to go. Canton trails Vermilion 52-47 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Oh, they're actually they're sending it to the line. So Skiles at the line to shoot 2. She is 4 of 5 on the night. Make that 4 of 6. Here's the second free throw from Skiles. That is good. Makes it 52-48. Roovers brings the ball up. 2.5 minutes to go. And Roovers is fouled on the shot by Bryn Oakland. That is Oakland's 4th personal. No. 22. That is her 2nd personal. Sorry, Cameron Skiles with 2 personals now. Taylor Roovers at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw for Roovers is up and good. Gives Vermilion a 6-point lead. So 2:21 to go. Skiles drives in. Gets it back out to Jax. Over to Halverson. Halverson drives in. Stuck in the paint. Stuck in the paint. That ball is on the floor. Over to Jax. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Cameron Skiles out at the 3-point line, guarded by Wallen. Down low, and that is knocked. No, that is just beyond the reach of Vanderweerd. So with 1:56 to go, Minute 56 to go. Vermilion leads 54-48. Jensen to inbound to Roovers. Taylor gets the ball across midcourt. And here's Taylor with the ball at the top of the key. Maya Halverson gets it off to Casey Hansen. A minute 38 to go. 17 on the shot clock. Brooke Jensen at the top of the key drives. Pulls it back up. Gets it out to Roovers. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Guarded by Bryn Oakland. Roovers drives in. Kicks out to Jensen. Jensen. Her shot is good. A mid-range jumper for Jensen is good. It drops, and Coach Brooks is going to take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll take one as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Vermilion up 8 with a minute 22 to go.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball from the Birdcage. I'm Michael Schumacher. Vermilion leads 56-48 with a minute 22 to go. Coming all the way back from being behind 17-4 after that first quarter. In our postgame show, hopefully Coach Brooks will come up, but Canton is set to inbound. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout, Reed brings it into Bryn Oakland. Oakland gets it across midcourt. Out to Avela Jax. Jax guarded by Madigan Wallen. Over to Oakland. Oakland drives. And that is an offensive foul on Reed, I believe. Yes, an offensive foul on Reed, and that is her 4th. So Roovers guarded by Oakland. Roovers brings the ball up and has the ball knocked out of her hands by a running player who ran into her, but less than a minute to go. 8-point lead for Vermilion. 3-pointer from Reed is good. As that's going to be a full timeout taken by Canton. 50 seconds to go. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Vermilion leads 56-51 on Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball from Vermilion. I'm Michael Schumacher. Click it. 50.2 seconds to go. 56-51. Vermilion leads. Ball in the hands of Taylor Roovers. Roovers brings it across midcourt. Drives in, kicks it out to Madigan Wallen. Wallen over to Jensen. Jensen at the top of the key. 40 seconds to go. And Roovers is fouled by Avela Jax, I believe. Yes, Avela Jax with her second personal. .1 seconds to go. Here's the first free throw by Taylor, and that is up and good. Taylor's second free throw. Oh, that is just short. So Vermilion with a 6-point lead. It's a 2-possession game. Bryn Oakland gets it down to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd up and in. So here's Casey Hansen, fouled by Cameron Skiles. That'll be Skiles' second personal, third personal. So 23 seconds to go. Casey Hansen goes to the line with a 4-point lead for the Tanagers. Casey's first time to the line. First free throw is up and good. That gives Casey 19 points on the night. Looks to become the second Tanager with 20 points if she can make this. And that is good. Gives Vermilion that 6-point lead again. Back to a 2-possession game. Here's Bryn Oakland. Oakland drives, spins, kicks it out to Jax. Jax guarded by Wallen. 15 seconds to go. They get it down to Vanderweerd. No! Brooke Jensen knocks it out. Beautiful defensive play. Canton now has to inbound the ball. There's 12.5 seconds left. They need 2 possessions with 3-pointers. So Jordan Reed along the baseline. Gets it out to Bryn Oakland. Oakland down to Vanderweerd. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Brooke Jensen, I believe. So 10 seconds to go. Brooke now has 3 personals. And Vanderweerd will go to the line to shoot 2. She has 18 points on the night. That gives her 19. Brings them within 5. And that brings them within 4. She's 4 for 4 from the line. 59-55, 10.2 seconds to go. Roovers with the ball. And Roovers is fouled by Avela Jax with 8.8 seconds to go. So again, it's a 2-possession game. Taylor can make it a 2-possession with 2 3-pointers. So Roovers at the line. First free throw is up and good. 5 of 6 from the line for Taylor tonight. Make that 6 of 7. So 8.8 seconds to go. Vermilion with a 6-point lead. They will get their first win of the season. Bryn Oakland for 3. That is short. Vanderweerd with the rebound. And that is a timeout taken by Canton with 0.8 of a second left. Down by 3. So it's 61-57. They're down 4. So Canton took a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design-build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout, I'm Michael Schumacher. Vermilion leads by 4 with 1 second to go. Brooke Jensen to inbound. Vanderweerd defending. Jensen gets the ball ahead to Roovers. And that is the way the game will end. 61-57. Vermilion gets their first win of the season as they begin their title defense. 61-57. We will be back with our First Dakota National Bank post-game show right after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family, from pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates. If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Remember the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's double with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion.
At Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball. This is the First Dakota National Bank post-game show as the Tanagers win 61-57. The Tanagers begin their defense of their Class A state championship. Did not start off cleanly. End of the first quarter, 17-4. They came out strong in the second quarter, outscoring Canton by a score of 20-9. Then outscored Canton by a score of 23-10 in quarter number 3. But Canton came back in the fourth quarter. Vermilion scored 14. Canton scored 21. So Vermilion, obviously Coach Brooks is going to have some things that they want to work on, some things that they want to address. But overall, they played pretty well. Free throw shooting could be better. Brooke was just a little off tonight. I think that was just, you signed with USD. I think you put a little more pressure on yourself. And so leading scorers for Canton, Vanderweerd with 22, 14 for Skiles, 12 for Reed, 3 for Oakland, 3 for Jacks, and then 2 for Halverson. For Vermilion, they were led by Brooke Jensen with 22, 20 for Casey Hansen, 13 for Taylor Roovers, 2 for Maya Halverson. Rebounding, you had Brooke Jensen with 8, 4 for Amara Thomas, 5 for Casey Hansen, 3 for Maya Halverson. Steals, you had 5 for Taylor Roovers. Brooke Jensen had 4 blocked shots. 2 steals for Madigan Wallen. So we'll be back. Hopefully Coach Brooks will be joining us shortly, and we'll be back right after this, and we'll take a look around scores from around the state and upcoming events for Vermilion Athletics. We'll be back with more as the Tanagers win Game 1 of the season, 61-57.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermilion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermilion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermilion Auto Works.
Being safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
Dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. You know, like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm gonna make you a star.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Welcome back to the Birdcage as the Vermilion Tanager girls win 61-57 over the Canton Seahawks. The Tanagers started off slowly, but slowly came into form. Let's take a look around the state. In AA basketball, T area defeated Sioux City North 62-23. There is no score update from out west where Douglas and Rapid City Stevens are going to do battle. In Class A, this was the only score update so far as Hot Springs and Hill City just started. And then in Class B, let's take a look. No score updates as Freeman Academy, Marion, and Chester area are supposed to be playing, but no score update there. And McIntosh and Tehachapi Topa. All right, let's take a look at what's going on tomorrow in girls basketball. In AA, it's Yankton versus Huron. That'll be on 5-star streaming on YouTube as there's both men's and women's basketball for USD. So Zach Spear will have that call on 5-star streaming on YouTube. All right, and then in Class A, it's Sioux Falls Christian versus Western Christian Iowa, McLaughlin versus Standing Rock, Dupree versus Mobridge Pollock, and Wabash Summit versus Webster area. Mount Vernon Plankinton versus McCook Central Montrose, Chamberlain and Stanley County, West Central and Baltic, Kadoka area, and Little Wound. Dakota Valley and Lennox, Garrettson and Tri-Valley, Freeman and Platte Geddes, Great Plains Lutheran and Sisseton, and Florence Henry and Dual, and Lead Deadwood and Belle-Fourche. Alcester Hudson will take on Akron Westfield in Class B. Gayville Vollen will be doing battle against Centerville tomorrow night. That should be a great one. Centerville, the defending Class B champs, and Gayville Vollen with a really nice returning squad from last year. We see Coach Brooks coming up from the locker room. Not sure who he'll come to first. We'll see, but otherwise we'll figure it out. Or maybe he won't come up at all. He's going to the sidelines, so we'll see if he comes this way. Looks like he's kind of coming this way. We'll get the headset ready for him here. And then when we do that, we will be done. This is our First Dakota National Bank post-game show as Vermilion wins that magical first game of the season. It was not pretty. It was not easy. Coach, I'm sure Coach will have plenty to talk about, and so we will talk to him here in just a second. All right. Well, Coach. Phew.
Yeah.
It was wow. It did not start off well.
No, that would be an understatement. Yeah, obviously a tough start, and give Canton a lot of credit. They came in playing loose and had kids knocking down shots right away, and obviously we were the opposite. But it's the same conversation we just talked to the girls about in the locker room. I think really, really proud of the way our girls responded. And at the end of the day, we're going into tonight. Out of the 7 kids we played, 4 of the 7 getting their first real varsity minutes they've ever seen. And it's going to take a little bit for everybody to get comfortable, for us to figure this thing out. And but we also told them, we were down 17-4 at the end of the first. And I think at one point in the third quarter, we were up like 13 or 14. So for about a quarter and a half, 2-quarter run there, we outscored them by about 24. So we told the girls, we're capable of it. We can do it. We saw glimpses of it. Now it's just trying to piece it together for 4 quarters.
Well, and that's exactly right. The girls, Brooke does what Brooke does. She didn't have a great mid-range shooting night, but she was scrapping. I have her down for 8 rebounds, and, she had 4 blocks, and she was getting some putbacks. And then finally that mid-range started dropping for her. Casey seemed to pick up right where she left off last year. After she came back from that knee injury, she seemed to have this 3-point shot that I don't know if she just shot 3-pointers while she was injured, but, man, her 3-point shot looked good. And then Taylor just looked in control and in command out there.
Yeah, really, really proud of the way. I know Vanderweerd ended up probably with a lot of points, rebounds, but I thought Brooke battled her really well in the paint. And Vanderweerd is very, very good. So Brooke was good on both ends, and we need that out of her. And like you said, I thought once we settled down against the zone and moved the ball and got their ball in the right spots, we were able to kick it opposite to the wing. Casey was sitting there with her hands and feet ready. And when she has as much time as she did a few times a night, she's going to knock those down. So, we need those 3 girls to keep playing big for us as these other 4 just continue to get more comfortable. And I think that's the best thing about our team, and to what we're telling our girls is, like we said, we have a lot of girls with not much experience right now. We're only going to get better throughout the year. As these girls keep getting more comfortable together and playing together, we'll continue to improve.
Well, and that's exactly right. And you get, it's a Monday game, a little bit different schedule Monday, so you don't play again until Friday. What's kind of your practice schedule and film and doing that?
Yeah, we'll be able to get some film and break some things down. Get a normal practice in tomorrow. I'll try to go pretty hard on Wednesday. If we can get a hard practice in on Wednesday and then kind of throttle it back down, get some scout stuff in on Thursday, and then get ready to go play at the Corn Palace against Mitchell on Friday.
Well, and what do you expect from Mitchell? They're a really good team. They're kind of, a lot of people are picking them to win AA.
They're very athletic. In on that big court at the Corn Palace, they can really move. They have really quick guards. They got the Stevenson girl that's going to Wayne State. They lost 2 starters off last year's team that went 19-1 in the regular season. So they're coming back pretty loaded. It's going to be a challenge for us, but we're excited about it, and we'll be ready to go compete.
All right. Well, Coach, and we talked about the girls, the names we've known, but that's Maya played some good defense out there. Madigan played some good down low. I thought defense, and even offensively, they had to contend with her just because she was a force in getting position. And Lexi, and then Amara, I thought they kind of had a quick whistle on her on a couple of times, which kind of limited her, but really battling out there.
Yeah, Maya is going to continue to get more comfortable. Maya can really shoot it from the outside as we just kind of get her settled in. She'll be fine out there. I love the way Madigan plays. She's physical. She gets after it defensively. She's not afraid of anybody bigger than her. She loves to go battle. And, like I said, I think once we get Lexi settled down a little bit, it's her first night as a freshman, playing with her older sister, Casey as a senior. But she can really shoot it from the outside as well. And like you said, Amara, here's the thing. Amara hasn't played a meaningful varsity basketball game in 2.5 years. So it's just going to take some time. But she can do some good things into there for us. And as she gets more comfortable, we're excited to see what she can do too.
Well, and she'll give you guys some needed size down low when you start playing some of the teams that have some big girls coming up. So, Coach, congratulations on getting that first win under your belt. Face some adversity, if I could talk. So thank you so much for coming up and talking with us. Congratulations, and we'll be talking to you down the line.
All right, you bet. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you. Coach John Brooks with us here on our First Dakota National Bank post-game show as the Tanagers win 61-57. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back as we close out our post-game show. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion and Yankton.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masaba.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
At Voyage Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Jordan Kirkman here from downtown Vermilion's American Family Insurance Office. We love being part of the community and want to help with your insurance needs. So stop in today and see me, Jordan Kirkman, sales specialist with Buchelman & Associates, located at 112 West Main Street, or call 605-624-2025. And if you're in Yankton, be sure to stop by our new office there as well. Go Tanagers and go Yotes.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager Basketball, where the Tanagers win 61-57. Tanager girls will be in Mitchell on Friday, taking on the Colonels in the Corn Palace. Jake will be on the call for that one, along with Eve. I will be in Sioux Falls as the Tanager boys are taking on Sioux Falls Lutheran. So we'll be splitting that. I believe the boys will be the one on ESPN, but both will be on Vermilion streaming. All right. And we'll be covering some wrestling next week. We've got a lot of things coming up. But, Jake, thanks so much for all of your work. Appreciate it. And we will talk to you down the line. And so thank you so much. Congratulations to the Tanagers. And this has been Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We will talk to you next time.